Colm and Lucy Podcast with Colm Hayes and Lucy Kennedy.
From Nova.ie and Radio Nova.
Hello and welcome along to another Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show podcast from the heart and the bowels of Radio Nova. In the next 72 hours or possibly 5 minutes, depending on how long you listen, how many times you hit pause, you will hear Simon Harris, Minister for Health. You will also hear a review of the Trolls World Tour, or maybe the Trolls World Tour movie, whatever you want to, whichever you're into really. I may stop at any moment now. Also, we'll talk to the fantastic Fanula and our amazing Aslan story. We hook up with Eric Lawler. We speak to a man called Fred, because he's the only man that would ring during a competition that we had, which was pretty bad at the best of times. We bring you some good news, and also Gar Mullins, who is the head chef in the Market Hotels, tells us where to put our bananas. It's all on the way.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Our next guest is a Greystones boy who first became involved in local politics as a 15-year-old. He initially studied journalism and French at DIT before dropping out to pursue politics full-time. At this time of our COVID crisis in our country, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone to say he isn't going above and beyond the call of duty, serving as Minister for Health. Minister Simon Harris is on Skype now. Minister, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. My God, when was the last time you slept? You must be exhausted.
We'll sleep when it's over, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. You couldn't imagine this. It's like being stuck in some sort of time warp, day in, day out.
It's like a weird dream.
Yeah, it's really surreal,
But at least we seem to have a handle on something that we could never imagine or never plan for. But there's a couple of questions. I'll just throw a couple of questions at you. The couple of questions that come in, obviously,
from our listeners.
Obviously, with this weekend that's coming on. So a couple of people have been asking questions. And one, Kieran on Twitter said, you can't stop the flights going in and out of London and the rest of England, yet the guards are on the road stopping us going from 2 kilometres. Should we be looking at stopping all flights coming into Ireland, or why are we still allowing them come in and out?
Because remember, Irish people sometimes need to come home. And remember, we might need to get ventilators in or personal protective equipment. We've been very grateful to see flights landing with equipment for our frontline staff. So, look, airport traffic has nearly dropped to a negligent level. There's hardly anybody coming in at this stage. But if you do come into any airport in our country today, you have to self-isolate for 14 days. So to be really clear on that, anyone who lands in Dublin Airport today, 14 days self-isolation. This weekend, though, you can really, really help our nurses and our doctors and save lives by not getting in the car, not heading to your journey and staying at home. And I know it's a big, big challenge. I know it's really tough on people. The kids are climbing the walls, I'm sure. The novelty at school being off is long worn off. But you know what? It's an awful lot easier than the alternative. And the alternative is what we're seeing in other countries that we don't want to see here. Absolutely.
I suppose we are hearing these stories about, look, people are flying in and out. But as you say, they are generally essential flights and there's a requirement for those. It's not people going off to see Auntie Dorothy in Birmingham, Just another one that actually some people have said, and Jim on Twitter came on and asked us, I know some old people who are too afraid to keep hospital appointments because they're afraid of getting the corona. What do you say to them? Should they keep their hospital appointments?
They really should, and it's a really good question from Jim, because you can get sick of things that are not the coronavirus. And what we don't want to find out is after this that, lots and lots of people got ill from other things, that people had heart attacks or strokes or, overlooked a lump because they were worried about putting anybody out. Mary Favier, who's the head of the GP college in Ireland, she has a good line. She says, you should think twice before ringing your GP, but don't think a third time. And I think that's a really, really, if you're not feeling well, the health service is still open for business. It's still there for you. You should contact your GP. But maybe do things like, keep a scheduled hospital appointment, absolutely. If it's your GP, maybe don't go down to the GP. Maybe just pick up the phone and ring them first, so you're not putting yourself at risk or them at risk. But don't put off seeking medical assistance.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what about people then who've had the test and they're waiting for the results, but they still have the symptoms? Again, just keep self-isolating.
Yeah, so look, we're trying to improve testing in Ireland. We're doing a lot of testing, more than most countries. We need to do more. But you're exactly right. The treatment plan would be the same for you whether you have the test or don't have the test. If you're worried that you're not getting better or you're not feeling well, call the GP. But the key thing to do when you have a symptom, and the symptoms being a fever or a respiratory symptom, the key thing to do is self-isolate at home. Try to stay away from the rest of the people in the house. Phone your GP. They'll order a test for you. But while you're waiting for the test, the advice is still absolutely the same. Self-isolate and if you feel worse, call the GP.
Big weekend ahead. Well, normally it would be Easter weekend, so we need to be very careful. Hashtag stay at home. And obviously with the restrictions that have been signed in, some people asking, was there a sense that people were, I mean, there was a consensus among us, there was a civic responsibility and we were doing really well and keeping our distance, but was there a sense within the government that this weekend it might just go a little bit out of control, and therefore these are why we're bringing in these restrictions? Because some would say they're slightly draconian.
Well, look, I mean, let's be really honest, they are draconian. I mean, the idea that your guard can tell you to go back to your house is a very draconian measure, but this is an emergency. We've never had one before.
Yeah.
We were worried that there's a little bit of, and this is human nature, a little bit of complacency can set in from time to time. We're all tired following the restrictions. As I say, you've been cooped up at home for a period of time. The nice weather comes out. People don't do this out of badness. Yeah. But the effect of it could be absolutely lethal. We're asking our guards to go out there, putting themselves in harm's way, and we just need to make sure they have these as a precaution, as a backup. We're not in the business of people to be arrested here, but we do need to protect our guards from, the odd person that they'll meet. There'll always be someone who'll think they know better. And that's risking your health and mine. So this weekend, you're right, it's usually a massive family weekend, and we're going to have massive family weekends. This will pass at some point, but this is not
No, it's not.
And are you encouraging as well? So if you're, say, you live in Rosslare or whatever, and suddenly you see all the holiday homes opening with the D-Reg cars, is there saying, look, ring the local guard and maybe just as little...
Rash on your neighbour.
But we don't want to victimise people. We need to be so careful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, rash on your neighbour.
Ratting your neighbour. You can have a competition, ratting your neighbour and win a telly. But, I mean, so what's the advice?
Well, this is not a weekend for anybody who wanted to become a guard and never become a guard to take on their powers.
Yeah.
If you have a concern, you can at any time seek the assistance of the guards. But the guards are going to be doing this job themselves. They're going to have lots of people out patrolling, and they're there to help us. They're there to remind people. Listen, you really need to be making that visit. Which you know the public health advice. You know the risk to your family, and you're not doing this for the guards or the government. You're doing it to keep yourself safe, your family safe, your loved ones safe. So, I think I don't buy into this idea that kind of the Irish people aren't going to be. Absolutely incredible, but we just for the odd person who knows better, we just need to have these as a backup.
Exactly. Simon, I have to say, just from our listeners as well, and from me personally and most people I know, everybody thinks you're doing such a good job. You're in a very difficult position, so thank you so much for that. And you also have a young family, so as a parent, we're all in the exact same boat. What do you do to kind of switch off and relax for the 2 hours off you have per week?
Yeah, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite on this, telling everybody else to look after themselves and take time off. But look, like a lot of people working in the health service in whatever capacity at the moment, we're all going to have to put normal life on hold. You don't want to look back. You don't want to look back and go, geez, if only we had done that, or if only we had made that extra push or extra effort, things would have been different in Ireland. So I'll be able to make this up to my family and friends after this. But we're all doing it, Lucy, for our families. We're all doing this for our futures, and to make sure that we can tell them in the years ahead. That was a really tough time in Ireland, but you know what? Everyone came together. Everyone did a really good job. Worked really hard and saved lives. Yeah,
hopefully when restrictions are lifted, and that your friends recognise you, Simon, and remember who you are, because they haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We'll all dye our hair together.
I hope you Zoom. Just two quick ones as well. One, obviously, there's word that tomorrow there's going to be a statement from the
big announcement
from the Department of Education first about leaving certain junior certs. So it looks like that's going to be put on hold. The exams.
So I don't have the up to date on this, but I know that we're trying very hard to make sure the leaving cert can go ahead, but to make sure it can go ahead in a way that is safe. Yes. I know a lot of people they work so hard for this. They don't want to lose a year of their life or be affected going into college next year or whatever. So we're trying to come up with a way, and there'll be an announcement on that in the next couple of days. Yeah. And just maybe on the issue of restrictions, because I believe I'm being blunt and honest with people here. You don't need to wait for some big bang announcement tomorrow. I mean, it's very clear. There won't be a lifting of restrictions tomorrow. We have to stay the course here. Yeah. What we'll do, though, we'll try and give people a bit of detail on what does success look like? How are we going to get out of this as a country? And if we do A, B, and C over the next few weeks, where do we hope to be in? So we'll kind of level with everyone tomorrow in terms of what the data is showing us. But being truthful and honest, we're going to need to keep doing this for another few weeks.
Can I just say again, and echoing what Lucy said, I think the clarity, the transparency and the fairness with what you guys, yourself, with Tony, with Leo, and the huge team obviously behind you, has really been, it's been very satisfying to us. It's been very comforting.
Very comforting,
that you're not hiding anything from us, and I think that's really, really important. And also,
and you're calm.
Yeah,
there's a lot to be said for being calm.
There's a couple of countries who have bumbled their way around this. You guys were very decisive at a very early stage, and I think a lot of people would thank you, and a lot of people whose mothers, grandparents are still alive would thank you for that, because that decision has saved lives. And people's decisions this weekend will save lives. So that's really important. We're all in this together.
We absolutely are. And you know what? Our doctors, our nurses, our porters, our healthcare assistants, the people working in providing our food in our supermarkets, I mean, everyone is working flat out. And I'm really, really proud of them. But we have to remember this. Sometimes when we talk about the coronavirus, we kind of wonder, what is someone else going to do? What's that HSE doing? Or what's the government doing? Or what are the doctors or nurses doing? Doctors are going to save hundreds of lives and are saving hundreds of lives. But your listeners have the ability to save thousands. And that has to be the message. This is not a, can someone else do it? This is down to every single one of us taking this really seriously. And I believe we are, by and large. I really believe we are. That's going to be the success.
Now, just before we let you go, because you've probably a few things to do, is this weekend on Radio Nova, we're doing a hashtag Stay at Home Music Festival. We're bringing live music to people across the weekend. We're encouraging people to tweet us their ticket stubs and pictures from festivals, bygone festivals, to encourage people to stay at home, have your barbecue in the back garden with the people you're in the house with, obviously, and give us your favourite musical memory. Now, I'm not sure if you're a festival goer. I'd love to see in the ripped jeans.
He probably is.
And dye your hair a little bit. But do you have a festival memory, and what track would you like us to play?
I got to zig it in Budapest a number of years ago, back before I was health minister. It was pretty amazing. It was like electric picnic with sun and good weather. And,
nice. I'd love that.
But that was back before I was health minister and had grey hair and all these stresses. In terms of, I mean, I think at a time of national crisis, you have to pick Irish. So, I mean, I think U2, and I think A Beautiful Day, because there is going to be beautiful days again. We're going to get out of this.
Great choice.
What a choice. And I just, if you get a chance over the weekend, if you want to actually tweet us a picture of you at that festival, I'd love to see. I've never seen you outside of a shirt and tie, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We want to see some skin. We want to see some shorts.
And again, on behalf of our listeners, on behalf of the nation, on behalf of, I know Lucy echoed it again, thank you so much. We salute you, sir.
You.
And your team. Please pass that on. You're doing amazing work.
Thank you so much.
Look after yourself now.
Thank you. Take care
God
of
bless.
yourself.
Bye.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Our next guest is comedian, actor and writer, twice awarded the Irish Stand-Up of the Year. I loved him as Cathal Spillane in Fair City. I love him as a person, full stop, to be honest. Last year as well, he sang songs on the stage with our other friend, Dustin the Turkey. And now you can catch him streaming for free alongside my other friend, Jason Byrne, in the Irish comedy short film Sons and Broken Noses. We love his mum too. Welcome to the show, our friend Eric Lawler.
Hey, Eric.
Good morning, Lucy and Colm. Thanks for having us in these very strange times.
You are very, very welcome, our friend.
And just to say, you can now see this all streaming on Facebook Live. Eric is there, looking.
I'd just like to point out, I didn't realise this was going to be a video chat. If I'd known it, I had a shower.
Are you wearing
it looked like it's been dragged through a hedge backwards.
Are you wearing underpants?
I am at the moment.
Okay, just checking.
I found some on the way down. The stairs.
And also wearing a Manchester United jersey. Which jersey is that, Eric?
It's back from the time Van Persie was with United, so it's a few years back.
Okay,
years back.
Brilliant.
All the Bows fans will kill me.
I know, I would have thought you would have been in your Bows jersey, but as you said, you didn't know this was going to be. So next time,
Don't worry.
One of the things that I'm enjoying watching on Instagram is that every morning you do a breakfast with Eric during the pandemic.
Yes. It's a stupid little notion I got at the very start of this kind of quarantine period that we're going through, Colm, where I just said, you know what? I'll do a little video of me having breakfast. And because it's a pandemic, because of the pandemic, you can eat whatever you want. So it's breakfast with Eric during the global pandemic. And And it's just grown legs. The views just keep going up every day, and I'm getting pictures from nurses around the country who are waiting in their staff rooms to see what Eric has for breakfast before they start their shifts, which is slightly worrying. But but listen, if it's making people, it gives people a laugh for a minute or two, then I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, good on you.
Just give us an indication of one of the most bizarre breakfasts with Eric during the global pandemic that you had.
Well, what are you having today, or have you had your brekkie?
I have to have a good route around the kitchen to find out. I'm only awake about an hour now at this stage, Lucy. So I usually do the breakfast thing around 11:30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'll dig out. Yeah, but usually it consists of just junk food, like a packet of Mars bars, a packet of Doritos. Yeah. And there was one famous day during the week where I misnamed. I had a melon, but I called it a watermelon, and of course Instagram went into meltdown, going, "It's not a bloody melon. Yes. It's a watermelon. It's green but red on the inside." That's clearly and people just lost it. So the team going forward is, I pick up a fruit and I give it the wrong name all the time. So I'm always right and I'm always wrong.
It's just at this moment in time, the way the world is, just something as simple as identifying a fruit wrong can bring down the entire internet.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're in the midst of a global pandemic, and people were freaked out because I misnamed a fruit. So.
People have way too much time on their hands.
Much too much time.
That's the problem with the whole world right now, isn't it?
That is
the whole
problem.
world is spending too much time at a time.
So again, yesterday we were talking to Niamh Walsh, who's in the new Netflix series, The Actress, and we've been to the English Game. Yeah, the English Game. And we've been talking to a few musicians as well. And now we got yourself a comedian on, Eric. So, like, everything just literally 2 weeks ago stopped for you, as in gigs and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Immediately when this all happened, the next 2 months were just wiped out. So, obviously that's income I would have relied on. But me and every other comedian in the country is in the same boat. Every other musician, everyone that works in the entertainment business that had gigs just got wiped out. But to be honest with you, can't really focus on that at the moment. We just really need to focus on getting out of this whole crisis that we're in and follow the guidelines. That's all I'm worried about.
Future. We've got loads of time now to plan the future.
Absolutely, and you find little things to do, and the little Instagram thing that I've done is giving people a laugh. So I'm focusing on that. My mother and father are cocooning at the moment, and you worry about them because they're in the vulnerable category and all that kind of stuff. My focus is elsewhere, Lucy, to be honest with you. Gigs will come back when we all get back over this.
I was on to Eric the other day because obviously we were talking to your mum on the show yesterday, and you were saying to me, because I was saying we'd have a chat with you, and you were saying to me, you were texting me that you were sitting in the garden having a cup of tea with your mum. So she's in the house, she opens up the window, and you're sitting in the garden.
Yeah. Well over 2 meters away I had. I go over in the evening, I sit in the garden, my mum opens the sitting room window, and my mum and dad, obviously they wouldn't have seen any other people other than me. So when I arrived down, they say it's like the Champions League final has just started because, that thrill. Like, oh my God, another human being. So they're thrilled, and I took a photograph and I put up on Insta there during the week with my dad holding the teapot out of the top window and he underneath the cup. Obviously, we didn't try the actual pouring of the tea, but it was just symbolic of, I suppose, what everyone's going through.
I know.
It's madness. It's just so surreal. The whole thing is just so surreal.
But for a bit of light comedy as well, people can have a look at Sons and Broken Noses. It's yourself and Jason.
That other madzer.
A little short Irish comedy. You've done a few short Irish movies, haven't you?
It's a great thing to get involved in, Colm. I've never actually done a feature film yet. Although Paddy Slattery had a film there, Broken Law, his first film, which filmed at the Dublin International Film Festival, and technically I did have my first role in a feature film because it's a film about two brothers, one on the wrong side of the law, one in the law. The guy in the law follows his father, who was a hero Garda, and he looks at the picture, and who's in the picture? Only myself. So I was a framed picture in a feature film.
Okay.
So I arrived. I should have arrived at the premiere with a frame around my face. Just, those stupid Instagram plastic things.
To be identified. But so where Sons of Broken Noses? It's on Facebook, is it?
Yeah, it's a film we did a couple of years ago, myself and Jason Bourne, and it's to be honest with you, I'd actually forgotten about it, but then I just saw it resurrected over the weekend, because I think everyone's doing that now because there's nothing to do. People are just putting their work out there.
Yes.
And I suppose, laying the groundwork for the future when we do eventually come out of this, that it's, everyone's stuck indoors, people are looking for things to do. So why don't you check out my short film? That's the whole reason behind that.
Yeah,
and I think people are enjoying the film. It's a dark comedy.
It's very quirky. It's like Northside Tarantino.
It's like you two.
That's a great description. Northside Tarantino.
Northside Tarantino. You know what I mean? No, it is good. It's quite funny and dark. I had a look at it last night. And what else? I mean, I'd love to say plans for the future.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm working on something at the moment. Right. I know I should. But I'm working on something at the moment, and I can't really give too much away. But it involves filming and documenting all this madness we're going through at the moment.
Oh, good.
Okay. Yeah. So
and it's a very, very interesting thing. But we hope to. I said I wouldn't talk about this because I knew I'd give something away. So I'm going to cease talking about this. But safe to say that when this is done, and it should be done within the next 10 days, 12 days. Yeah. People are going to find it very interesting and very enjoyable and entertaining. Okay. So watch this space.
Yeah. Well, just to say, Eric, in fairness, you gave absolutely nothing away there. So
no, except that we have to wait.
I know, because the people I'm collaborating with are listening into the interview, going, I bet you he says something.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
It sounds like the idea just occurred in your brain 10 seconds ago.
They're the best ideas.
No, but we know it didn't. Probably.
Gotta wait 10 days now.
Now, stay with us, Eric. Will you stay with us? Because we want to do the last 5, and because you've been so active, we want to do the last 5 questions in lockdown with you, okay?
Yeah.
So we'll get music out from the lads, and we're with you in 3 minutes' time. All right. Okay, Eric Lawler, we're live on Skype. Eric Lawler, and live on Facebook Live as well, if you're there.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Radio Nova, it is the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show with the lads, and there she goes. And live on Facebook, Eric Lawler. You still there, Eric?
I'm just here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Quite funny, actually, during that song, There She Goes, Lucy stepped out, right? And
she's returned.
And Jess stepped in front of the microphone and put the headphones on. Yes, she had the headphones on. And and she was waving at us.
Like a pro.
Jessica, you're what a pro.
I actually filmed a bit of it. I'll put it up later. But it basically, you had disappeared, Lucy, and Jess, headphones on, waving at us like 3 seconds to go to air.
God, I'm so sorry, guys. I have 3 children here making Easter decorations, so you can imagine it's carnage.
And also during that, which was brilliant, Eric actually went for a walk. I thought for a moment you'd forgotten and you were going to the toilet. And
imagine. No, I actually went in to make a quick cup of tea.
Oh, good man yourself. So are you on a phone or are you on a laptop or what?
I'm on a tablet.
Oh,
aren't we all as you? No, but you know what I mean. No, I'm on a tablet here.
Very good. I tell you, isn't the Skype the thing? The other night, actually, a bunch of my mates and me, we all went on Zoom. So you have 40 minutes. That's as long as I want with my mates at the moment.
Oh yeah, Zoom is good.
So you have 40. So we all bring a drink to so it was 9 o'clock on Saturday night. We all have a few drinks, and basically we go around checking how everybody is.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So Zoom.
But it's great for the old people as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
To be in contact with people on FaceTime and Zoom and all that.
See grandkids.
We did it on Mother's Day. Mother.
Yeah. Check out Eric on Instagram. He's doing a little breakfast every morning. And also, just before we go, because you're so active during the lockdown, we need to ask you the last 5 lockdown questions, okay, to see what's different than life. I'll kick it off, Lucy, yeah?
Okay, hazelnuts.
Okay. Eric, what was the last movie you watched?
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Did you watch that little gem?
Yeah, I needed cheering up.
No better movie at the moment, Silence of the Lambs. I like it.
Okay, what about the last takeaway that you had?
We had pizza. We ordered pizza there the other night after we disinfected the boxes for 2 hours.
Yeah, there is a bit of that. Yeah. But I tell you, the pizza companies are out the door at the moment. Now, the times have changed. What time did you go to bed at last night, Eric Lawler?
Normally I go to bed about 10 o'clock, but I don't go to sleep till about after midnight because I watch the TV in the room. We have a TV in the room as well. So
sleep.
So was it 10 o'clock last night?
10 o'clock in bed, but not asleep till after midnight.
Yeah.
So technically after midnight.
Okay, we'll take that.
Right, we'll
after
accept that
midnight.
answer.
Yeah.
Now, when was the last time you wore a hat?
It would have been 2 nights ago when I brought the dogs for a walk. I have a beautiful, one of my pride of joys is my beautiful woolly Bohemian FC hat. So I walked around the 2 kilometre exclusion zone in Poppentry with my Woody Bowes hat.
Very good. I'd say that was a sight. And Eric Lawler, when was the last time you cried?
No fighting.
I would probably say about 5 minutes ago when you told me that this was a video interview. Do you know what? I've had a couple of wobbles throughout all this, and I've had little moments of. I think everyone has, haven't they? I mean, you'd be lying. I think if you said this hasn't really affected you in any way, and I can't remember the exact time, but it would have happened within the last week or so. I've had a little moment or two,
I think we've all had little
we're all
moments
kind of slightly up and down.
You might be sitting in the car, or you might be going up to, you're sitting on your own or watching a bit of TV or going through emails, and you just suddenly, it just sort of hits you, doesn't it? It's a little wall.
It can be quite overwhelming.
Yeah,
it is overwhelming.
So we'll accept that as an answer every 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Right, like us, okay.
Eric Lawler, please join him on Instagram. Eric is having a little Eric's breakfast during the global pandemic. What are you calling it again? You have a little title for it?
Breakfast with Eric during the global pandemic.
That's the one.
Love it. There's a book in that.
And
There's a cookbook in that. Get yourself a cookbook.
Sorry, Lucy, trust me, I've seen his breakfast. There isn't really. There's not even a shopping bag in it.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
I love it. Aslan, and these are, those are them, and this is it. Okay, it is the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show. Here we are. What am I looking at?
Read that text. Read it out loud.
Okay. Now. Hi all. Aslan used to rehearse in the pigsty next to our house. The song is always in my head at the moment. Stay safe, Christy, Alan, Joe and Billy from Fionnuala, O'Hagan, and all the family. Stay safe. My God, Fionnuala, O'Hagan, we should ring her. I know the pigsty.
Are you serious? You mean a literal pigsty?
Yes. So the lads are from, actually, if you want to ring her, the lads are from Ballymun, and I was in Santry, and the Ballymun flats were built, and in the middle between the sort of no man's land between the Ballymun flat, we used to call them the Ballymun flats, and Santry, was a farm. Okay, but the farm, the people moved out of the farm, and that's where the comprehensive school is now. And everyone used to go into the pigsties because it was like it's where you took your first girlfriend, really, into the pigsty. Yeah, and you had a bit of a kiss and a cuddle. Yeah, and there was various things used to go on there, and I think that's where Aslan used to actually practice when they were young fellas. They would also go into the abandoned farm and practice. I think, if I'm correct. Oh, Fionnuala's on the line. We might get there. Oh, bless. Is she there? Hiya, Fionnuala.
Good morning.
Good morning, Fionnuala. It's the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show. God.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lucy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Now, that text that you just sent in, it just brought back a huge memory to me, and I'm trying to remember, is it the same farm? Because I grew up in Santry.
Yeah.
The lads grew up in Ballymun.
Yeah.
And there was a farm between Santry and Ballymun that was abandoned, and everybody used to go onto the farm. Is that the farm you were thinking about?
No.
Oh.
We didn't live in an abandoned farm. We lived in a house next door to a house that was on the runway.
So it's a real farm, not an abandoned one.
Well, it actually wasn't a farm. It was actually a house that was owned by the airport. And we lived on the airport grounds. And they used to practice in the house next door to us. My brother was a great mate of theirs. And got them this. It was a time when they were starting off and they didn't have the funds to go into a studio, etc. So this building next to us was empty. The airport used it for training staff for flyers and things like that.
Right, yeah.
So the back garden had a pigsty in it that wasn't used for the lads to use that. Out of sound, no soundproofing needed because they were out in the back of the airport on a runway.
Wow, so where
Right next door to our house.
you lived on airport land, did you?
We did, yes. My dad worked in the airport, so we rented the house off the he rented the house off the airport for years, yeah.
So it's one of the...
between two runways.
There was a series of cottages, was that... Am I thinking right?
Yeah, just across the road from that. Actually, it's no longer there. The new runway that they built knocked down our house in about 1988, I think it was.
But in those days, you're right, staff actually lived basically nearly on the runway.
Yeah, well, we did. Everybody used to come to our house, look out the window, go... If they didn't know us, obviously, and it was the first time there. There's a plane out there. Yeah.
Oh, cool. How exciting.
Health and safety. Yeah.
Yeah, it was mad.
And did you have
to get our windows changed all the time.
I'm just saying, even where we were in Santry, when the big Boeing 747 started landing, they used to come around and they'd fit you in your windows because you'd get free double glazing.
Yeah. Well, we were there. I remember the first time the jumbo landed. I can't remember what age it was. I was quite young, but... I do remember coming into land and thinking, and then taking off, and thinking that's never going to happen, but it did.
Yeah.
They were literally, I'd say, about 200, maybe 300 metres away from us, like just across the field from us.
The access was amazing.
My dad used to go to work across the runway back in the days when the fences were a lot lower, obviously, not like they are now. And used to ring the tower and say, "Listen, is it okay, lads, for me to cross the runway? Because I'm coming to work."
That's brilliant.
That is insane.
Yeah. And we all went to school with the lads in the comprehensive. A few of us, Billy and that sort of thing. So
yeah, the comp.
Yeah, the comp. I bet you didn't go to the comp. You went to the posh Aiden's.
I did. I went to St. Aidan's. Yes, I did, because I was a Sauntry boy.
Sauntry boy, yes. I was our family, we were the Culchies because we lived 3 miles away from the comp, out of the back of the airport, which wasn't countryside, obviously.
So you were the Culchies. So everyone who moved up to the Ballymount Flats, they were called the Flatsies, right? And because we were in Santry, we were called the Poshies. So you had the Poshies, the Flatsies, and the Culchies.
That is insane.
Great times. Fionnuala, you brought it back. Thanks so much for that.
Yeah, Aslan, great lads.
Brilliant.
Great work for everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Fionnuala, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love that image of ringing the tower and saying, "Can I go to work?"
Did you and the people want to know, did you and Fionnuala...
No, I don't think our paths ever crossed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, she's gone. She's gone. I could have asked her. No, I think I would have remembered a Fionnuala, yeah.
Do you mean you think you would have remembered a Fionnuala? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But you remember all your exes, don't you?
Not all of them.
Do you remember their names? Like if somebody rang up and you went, "Oh, do you remember me?" And you go, "Oh, jeez, yeah," you know.
Not every little one.
Well, I didn't mean little one. What's a little one?
Like a little...
Like a drive-by snog?
No, like a one night.
Yes.
No, you'd remember. I mean, out of the 53, I'd remember them all.
It's disgusting.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Gar, how are you, man?
Morning, guys. How are we?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Now, just to say,
how are we doing?
We were going to go Skype, Facebook Live, but there's a few technical issues, which it's just, that's the way things go. But just to say, Gareth, what room are you in? Because I can see you can't see us.
I'm sitting in my dining room surrounded by my family. All waiting patiently.
No, I can't see them to wave.
That's all right.
Waiting patiently.
They're waving.
Oh, hi guys.
So we couldn't hear Gar for a while because his microphone wasn't working. And then what happened? Who appeared with your equipment?
My legend of a son came along to save his... that point comes in your life where your children have to show you everything technical, and I can't even I can't even run my own iPad or my own laptop now, apparently.
Yeah.
Neither can I.
But I tell you this much, we're going to have a souffle off after this, and I'm going to show him who's boss. So.
Yay! Oh, I love this.
So Gar's now on screen wearing it's a PlayStation headset.
We're Xboxing now. I look like I'm about to land a helicopter. Never mind, tell you how to make
oh my God, that's so weird. Jack is currently saving for one of them. What make are you wearing? What make is good?
Don't know, they're green and white, and I think I remember them being quite
Are they
expensive.
turtle?
Anyway.
Turtle something.
What make it is? Are they turtle? Yeah, they're turtle, Lucy. Jeez, you're on it.
Yeah,
I'm on it. They're the ones that Jack wants. Okay. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Well, I've got to say, they sound good and you can hear quite well. Gar, I've been watching you on Instagram. I was actually talking to you the other night on Instagram. And it's some great stuff. And you're getting the kids involved as well.
It's lovely.
I suppose what we're just trying to do is just keep everything moving along. And we're doing a lot of walking and a lot of baking. And if I'm being honest, I'm enjoying the time because I don't normally spend this much time at home.
I know.
You know, I was actually talking to George May's teacher, and she was saying, look, it's a valuable time and kids are earning valuable lessons if you can teach them a little bit of cooking or whatever your skill is at home. So we're actually in the middle of doing an extension in the house at the moment, which is all stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What are you getting done?
Needless to say, there's we're putting a new kitchen in and taking a wall down. But we're also doing our back garden. So the whole family have been getting the shovels out and hiring skips.
Brilliant.
So, no, it's good. It's good. It's positive. But on my Instagram, I've been trying to put up a recipe every day that people can follow. And like I put up sausage rolls and
that's the one I was looking at. Yeah, thanks. You sent that to me. That's the one I was looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've saved all the little how-tos on the storyboard on my Instagram, and there's an awful lot of people interacting with it and happy with it. So I'm going to keep going with it. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how is everyone back at base in the Marker Hotel?
Good, you know, it's a very challenging time and it's a very worrying time for our industry and our business. But, you know, the reality is there's an even bigger thing going out there that's bigger than restaurants and bigger than hotels and bigger than everything else. And I personally think that the government have done a fantastic job, and the media have done a brilliant job communicating out. So I just want to try and keep it all nice and positive, because when you're turning on the news, it can be a little bit tricky for everybody in the headspace.
Especially smaller ears. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, lots of cooking, lots of fun, lots of doing things that you don't normally do. So, lots of spending time with loved ones.
Quality family time.
So, now this weekend, of course, is Easter weekend, traditionally a big weekend on the dining table, Sunday afternoon. People should still do that, absolutely. If you're with the family, have a good ale meal on Sunday afternoon. And you had a couple of sort of tips for your Sunday feast, for your Easter Sunday feast.
Yeah, well, I mean, traditionally, roast lamb is what people have on a Sunday. So if I was, what we'll be doing this Sunday is a roast leg of lamb with garlic potatoes, which is just thinly sliced potatoes with some garlic and cream. And then some minted peas and some gravy. Wow. So, you know, why not make a starter and make a dessert? And another thing that we're doing a couple of times a week is that we're dressing up. You know, we're going upstairs and we're not staying in our jammies. And tonight now I'm actually doing fish and chips tonight with it being Good Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to go upstairs. We're going to, you know, put on our glad rags. We're going to set the table. Lycra is going on, exactly.
You guys got a red room. I'm just asking for a friend.
yeah, exactly. Lucy, I told you never to tell anybody about that. What's that about?
Just one thing, because you were saying the minted peas. I love minted peas. Now, do you mint the peas yourself, or do you get them as already minted?
No, I mint the peas myself, would you believe? So frozen peas, quickly into some boiling salted water, into a colander to drain off, and then while that's happening, a couple of knobs of butter into a pan and some fresh mint chopped in with the butter.
Right.
Throw the peas back in there and a little squeeze of lemon juice and some salt and pepper.
Really nice.
The acidity of the lemon juice lifts the flavour of the mint for you a little bit.
Oh my God, I would give anything to be the Marker right now eating your food.
and obviously a leg of lamb. For a lot of people, the leg of lamb, I mean, how long should you leave it on? I'll often do it like for 5 hours nearly, really slow. Is that the way you do it?
So if I was doing a slow roast like that, I would pick a shoulder of lamb.
Right, okay.
So the decision to make is whether your family likes the meat kind of really soft and really well cooked, then you go for the shoulder.
Okay.
If you like it a little bit pink, then I would be saying to go for the leg. It'll take, depending on the size of it, about an hour and a half, 2 hours for the leg. But if it's the shoulder, it's 4 or 5 hours. So nice hot pan, sear it all off. Then your vegetables, carrots, onions, celery, leek, half a bottle of red wine, cover it in tin foil and bang it into the oven.
So your
pour it in the tray.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What a waste.
And then lots of garlic, obviously. Lamb loves garlic. So loads of garlic. Yeah. And then into the oven for 4 or 5 hours, and that will be absolutely delicious.
Wow. Okay. And then
what about the gravy? I love your gravy.
Yeah, so the gravy then, after the lamb is cooked, you take the lamb out, and where the vegetables and the red wine was, a spoonful of flour and some chicken stock, and that's what'll help in it thicken it up. Add your chicken stock, and you can use one of the shop-bought chicken stocks. A spoonful of tomato puree, and then you just boil it all up and pass it through a sieve, and you'll have amazing gravy with lovely lamb flavour.
Great stuff.
Yeah, so lots of oohing and ahs here. I'm liking it.
So hungry. We love your food.
Don't bother with your red room. I'll just love your kitchen.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
The Colm and Lucy Good News Session.
Good news. We like to bring it to you every morning at 9:30. It's good news because in this world pandemic that we're in at the moment, it's nice just to hear a nice voice and a good news story. That's what it's all about.
Will I go first, boys?
Yeah, off you go. Lucy Kennedy presents Good News.
All right, guys. Taking a hot bath. You know that I'm a big fan of baths anyway. Mm-hmm. Taking a hot bath every day is now linked to lower risk of stroke or heart disease.
Hey.
So think about it, everybody. And especially, as we've been discussing throughout the last kind of couple of weeks, it's good to look after yourself with all the doom and gloom going on.
Yeah.
Whether it's giving your hair a break or getting into the bath. So have a nice hot bath in the evening if you can. Obviously, don't go too crazy. And it's linked to a good cardiovascular health.
Good news.
Do we have to think about Colm in the bath, though? I don't want to.
No, you don't want to think about that at all.
No. We don't want to make everyone vom.
Yes.
I have to find a bath, don't I?
Yes, sure.
Do you not have a bath at all in your house, Hazel?
Well, Holly has a bath in her room, but she doesn't let me upstairs anymore.
She doesn't share it.
Good news. Hey. No, she does not.
Good news for Holly.
Good news. Good news. Sharing is caring. Okay. Clinton Quarantino, what can you bring us today?
Okay.
Please.
I love this story.
Okay.
Quinn is a 12-year-old boy from Canada.
Yeah.
And he's spending his time in lockdown.
Yeah.
Using his 3D printer, would you believe? To create ear guards. Because apparently, and when you think about this, just literally for one moment, medical staff are wearing these face masks that they've never had to wear before, these heavy plastic ones, not the...
I know, the big
surgical ones.
The perspex.
Big perspex thing in their face. And it's sitting on their ears. So they've never had to wear these before. They're wearing them pretty much 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Their ears are getting sore.
Bless them.
So good old Quinn, sitting there in Canada at home going, I got this lovely 3D printer for Christmas. What am I going to do with it? He started 3D printing a design of ear guards. His mum, Heather, has put it on Facebook. Hospitals all over Canada have picked it up. Yeah. He's now made the printout recipe, available online.
Method probably would be.
Yes, well, not a recipe, yes. Yeah. So if you are wearing this face guard at the moment and you have sore ears, you can download and print an ear guard as well.
Good news, Quinn. Thank you so much, Quinn, for bringing us some good news. Because that's what we like to do every morning at 9:30 with some good news. I bring you news now of a quick-thinking bakery.
Nice one, Clint. Quick-thinking baby.
A quick-thinking bakery.
Oh, bakery.
A quick-thinking... Got to be great. Tomorrow I'll bring you the quick-thinking baby. Today is a quick-thinking bakery in Finland has saved itself from financial ruin due to the new coronavirus pandemic. They created a cake that looks like a toilet roll. It's a toilet roll cake. Staff at the bakery in Helsinki found that all their orders had cancelled. Panicked consumers began hoarding toilet roll. It sparked an idea from their master baker, right, to actually do a cake that looks like a toilet roll, right? And since then, it's gone crazy around the world. The orders are in all over the world. Yes, Clint?
What flavour is the cake?
The cake is made of oat batter, passion fruit mousse, and covered with white fondant. The cake has become a social media hit, and the bakery now has thousands of orders, with the owner having to now hire 2 extra people. That's good news. Jack's roll.
Now, hang on, another question too.
Good news. Yes.
Can you use the cake
as toilet roll?
No, Clint. Passion fruit on your bottom.
Because that would be really good news.
No, it wouldn't.
No, afterwards.
No. Please drink responsibly.
What?
That's probably something you do after you had a few drinks.
Drink responsibly.
You'd stick a loo roll up now.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
I know. Where's it going?
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
Good morning.
Here we are. Good morning. As we try to bring board games to the radio.
Yeah.
So this is sort of Guess Who, the celebrity edition. Now, just to say to people, if you want to register, you can 4404100. Or if you want to play, you're playing for Bohemian Rhapsody, In Excess, The Who, and Bruce Springsteen all together. But just to see if it actually works.
Okay.
Let's try it. Let's try it before we put the listeners through it.
Through the misery.
Put them through it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you guys have shared a celebrity.
Sometimes.
You guys have shared a celebrity. I have no idea who this celebrity is.
No, you
and I need
probably don't.
Yeah. So, how many?
Sorry. Yep.
Actually, I think he does, Lucy.
Oh, well, that's the first thing. Do I know this celebrity?
Yeah, you would.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Lucy, you answer the questions that Colm's going to ask, and I'll adjudicate whether you're answering.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a man?
No, you don't. You can't. Can you do that?
Yes, you can. It's a yes or no question.
Yes or no question. Is it a man?
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, well,
Why does that freak you out? That's the most ridiculous response.
Come on now, quick game's a good game.
Is it a woman?
Yes.
Okay. Is she Irish?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. No, this is good. Is it?
Is she American?
Yes.
It's a woman who's American.
Yes.
For God's sake, you've never seen a woman before. Actually, like a caveman.
A woman. Listen, we've been stuck away for a long time, you know what I mean?
But you're still married.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Woman American. Does she dance?
Ooh.
No.
Actually, at a time before, yeah.
Maybe.
She's not known for dancing.
No.
Oh, okay. She's not known, but she was a dancer once.
No. You're getting bogged down now. She may have danced once on stage.
Is she an actress?
Yes.
But
stop celebrating.
Also known for other things.
Oh, jeez.
No, but she's not just an actress. Keep moving.
Slow. It's not a good example.
Has she released albums?
Yes.
Has she released albums? Okay. Is she in her 60s?
I can confirm no on that one, Lucy.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so I've got an American woman who...
Oh, come on, just get on with it,
I
Lucy.
have to work it out in my bloody head. I've got an American woman who's an actress who released albums.
Just get on with it.
We've got a guess already. Should we just play along with our friend Gary, who's saying, is it Madonna?
Is it?
No,
it's not Madonna. Okay, do you know what? We'll go into a break. So if you want to, if somebody wants to take this with me, right?
Oh, yeah. So,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, give me a call.
Sort out this mess.
The mess that is Colm Hayes.
4404100. What I have so far is it's a woman. She's American. She's an actress. There was something in her background to do with dancing, and she has released albums.
And wind.
Oh, and Wind. She's released albums and Wind. If you want to play along with Guess Who, the Celebrity Edition, and take it from there, 4404100.
Oh, Hazy, you're not enjoying it. Do you want to hand it over, do you?
I think I need a bit of help now because I've gone down a corner, you know, or down a cul-de-sac. Fred is going to help me. Morning, Fred.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Fred.
How are you,
Thank
Fred?
God you're here. Thank God you'll sort this out.
Yeah. Sort this guy out, will you, Fred?
Yeah.
What are you up to, Fred?
I'm sitting here looking at the garden, thinking what I'm going to do.
You're looking at the Gardaí?
Garden.
Oh, garden, okay.
Garden.
Yeah, good man yourself. What do you think you'll do with the garden?
I don't know, I'll have my coffee first and then I'll think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play Guess Who, the Celebrity Edition, Fred. You're playing for In Excess, the live album, The Who, the Greatest Hits, Bohemian Rhapsody, the soundtrack, and Bruce Springsteen.
So what do we know so far, Colm?
We know so far Guess Who, and now Clint and Lucy know this celebrity. I don't. You and me, Fred, I'm playing for you, okay?
Okay.
So we know so far it's a woman. She's American. She's an actress. She has released an album, and there's something in the background. There was a dancing at a very early stage. Is that correct?
She danced.
Yes.
She danced.
She danced.
She's danced.
So we're allowed to ask a question that can only prompt a yes or no answer, Fred. What are you thinking?
Oh God.
Wow.
You asked the question. Go on. You're playing for me.
Oh, guys, this is not good teamwork.
Sorry. Can I just
I feel like you guys have been married for too long.
Fred's got a question. Sorry, Fred, go on.
Can I just give the name?
Okay. Oh, you just want to go for a guess, do you?
Yeah.
Fred's not mucking around.
Is it Lady Gaga?
No, Fred. Good luck to you.
Oh, jeez. have to lose Fred. Fred was like my new friend. Let's do one more with Fred.
Give him one more
Fred's
chance.
your only friend.
Okay, Fred, hang on.
Go for a question, Fred.
Okay, Fred, we're going to go for a question. So let's discuss it first. So we've got a woman, she's American, she's an actress. Okay, Fred, I'm going to go with something here, okay?
Right, go on.
Has this woman ever won an Oscar?
Oh.
Somebody like to answer, please?
No, I know the
Yes.
answer. Do you want to? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She has, definitely. So I've got her on my phone here as well.
Yeah, she's definitely a good handful.
Yes.
She's won a good handful of Oscars.
Yes.
I'd say a couple of
Right,
armfuls.
okay.
So we're talking.
Do I get one more guess?
Oh, here we go, Fred.
Are you going to go for somebody else, Fred?
Yeah.
Just be careful, Fred. I don't lose you.
Right, go on. I'll have one more go, and that's it, right? And then I'll have a rethink.
All right, okay.
Is it Barbra Streisand?
Yes, it is!
Is it? You're joking me. Wow.
Done, Fred.
Fred's very smart.
Fred,
How did you
brilliant.
get that, Fred?
Well done, Fred.
Thank you very much.
Are you playing with these guys or something? This is out of nowhere. Fred from Blanchardstown. You are now the proud owner of Bruce Springsteen's Western Stars, Bohemian Rhapsody, the soundtrack, The Who's Greatest Hits, and In Excess live at Wembley Stadium. They're all yours, Fred.
Oh, super duper, thanks.
Jeez.
You're very welcome.
Well done, Fred. You pulled that out of nowhere, I've got to say.
Literally.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, Fred, stay on the line, will you?
I will indeed, thank you.
All right, okay.
Fred, are you free for the rest of these games? Because
Oh, no. Once a day, that's me.
Not even Fred wants to play with us.
I'm a once a day man.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Fred.
Fred wants to play with us.
Goodbye, Fred.
Bye-bye, Fred. Your only friend, Fred.
God, okay. So, guess who the celebrity
You
is?
wouldn't have got Barbra Streisand, would you?
Do you know, somewhere in my mind, I had...
No.
I heard The Way We Were, right? And I was just thinking, God, could it be? But no.
The way we were.
Okay, after 9, will you play another game after 9? Are you joking?
Yeah.
After that?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Bring back
Hazy.
the balls, even.
Yeah. What? Bring back the balls?
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
We need to go to the movies, folks. Yes, it is time to go to the movies. And this section with our man at the movies, Clint. Oh, jeez. Is brought to you by Manhattan Popcorn, Ireland's favourite popcorn. Check them out at manhattan.ie.
Hello to everybody, by the way, in Manhattan. They are still popping popcorn to keep us nicely fed.
They are popping hot.
Yeah.
Popping hot.
And you might need to grab a bowl of Manhattan, Lucy, and settle down for this film with the family, Trolls World Tour. Did you see the first Trolls, Lucy?
Yes, I did, Clint.
And what did you think?
I really liked it.
Oh, good. Well,
Being
you'll
the
be into
proud
this
owner
then.
of some smallies, yeah.
Yeah, so this is
right up my street.
It is right up your street, and it's just incredible. The cast, let me go through just a few of the names. James Corden, Kelly Clarkson, Sam Rockwell.
Clint.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yes.
Not a fan of James Corden.
Oh.
Was he in the first one?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Shall I keep going then?
I think you should.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Sam Rockwell.
I like him.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, go on.
And Lucy, are you sitting down with your bowl of Manhattan popcorn?
Just tell me it's not Jamie Dornan.
It's Jamie Dornan!
Oh my God, you are joking!
Jamie Dornan is a troll.
You are joking!
Jamie Dornan
What
is a troll.
are the chances of this?
Oh my God, you never listen to the movie segment, and now finally I've cracked you.
He's a troll!
Jamie Dornan's a troll, baby.
How is Jamie? Oh my God, I've missed him. I haven't stalked him in so long.
And the best bit, Colm,
Yeah?
the music you're playing actually fits.
What he does?
Yes.
Oh, they listen to this show for inspiration.
So I think this has brought joy to my life. I'm hoping to bring joy to your life, Lucy. And all you need to do is stream it. It's available on pretty much any platform. Sky TV has it, but you can get it on iTunes and iMovie and any way you legally stream. It's there. And it's a sad thing because it's such a colourful, happy movie that it would have been great in cinemas for the whole family. But, you know, we have to stay at home and sit on our couch and watch it. It picks up with lovely bright and hairy Poppy and Branch. Of course, Justin Timberlake's in there as well. And it's a beautiful sort of message of how everyone should be a little bit more accepting in life, whether you're different,
more kind,
whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're gay, whether you're straight. We need to be a bit more accepting of everyone.
Yes.
And here's a little taste.
Good message.
Here's a little taste.
Who was that?
There are other kinds of trolls. Our ancestors created 6 strings, each for a different type of music. Pop. Funk. Bow, wow, wow, classical. Techno. One more time.
Okay, y'all.
Country. And rock.
I'm going to unite the 6 strings and destroy all music, except for rock.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's
Love
the premise.
It. Yeah, I like that.
And it's good fun. There is, like I said, the celebrity voices, but there's also a lot of sing-alongs. Colm, there's a bit of Girls Just Want to Have Fun there. I think that'd be on your playlist.
I love that song, yeah.
And Barracuda.
Barracuda for the B-52s.
Yes.
Brilliant.
No Heart, Barracuda.
Does Jamie sing?
Oh, sorry, okay.
Now, Lucy, I don't want to spoil everything. I want you to actually watch it.
Yeah.
Clint. Sorry, I was choking there.
Yes, I know.
Does Jamie sing?
No, Lucy, I don't want to reveal this.
Right.
Because you need to watch
Clint.
it.
You need to watch it.
Does Jamie sing?
Oh, just
Lucy,
tell her.
I'm not going to say.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, Lucy.
Lucy. Watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Clint. Okay.
It is a 3.5-star film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's good. That's good. Yeah. It's a kids' film, Lucy. It is a kids' film.
Okay,
so,
it is what it is.
But at this time and this planet and the world we are living in, we need a little bright. We need a little sparkle. We need a little glitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.5 for Trolls World Tour. And
I'll
it's
take that.
there now if you want to troll with it. Here's Oasis.
Oh, I see. Because it's roll with it.
You have to explain, it doesn't work.
Oh, but hang on.
That's what I can say to me.
Rhymes with roll.
It's the best of the Colm and Lucy Breakfast Show on Radio Nova.
That's it from the Colm and Lucy podcast. We'll have another podcast up next week. And remember, you can join us live on the radio. Radio Nova, Monday to Friday, 6 to 10.
The Colm and Lucy Podcast. Seriously addictive podcasting.
From Nova.ie and Radio Nova.